What if I told you that some of the most ordinary looking nickels in your pocket could be worth thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars? Today, we're diving into the top 5 most valuable and ultra-rare Jefferson nickels ever struck. Coins so rare, collectors are battling at auctions to own them. These aren't just coins, they're hidden treasures waiting to be discovered by someone like you. Get ready, because one of these might just be sitting in your change jar right now. Number 1. What if I told you there's a 5-cent coin out there, hiding in plain sight, that could be worth more than a brand new car? This isn't a fantasy or a rumor, this is real. A simple 1964 Jefferson nickel with a tiny D on the back has shocked the coin collecting world with its mind-blowing rarity and its jaw-dropping auction value. This coin has been called the Holy Grail of nickels, and it might be sitting unnoticed in your change right now. So don't blink, because in the next few minutes, we're diving into one of the most mysterious and valuable US coins ever minted, and we'll tell you exactly what to look for, where to find it, and why collectors are going absolutely crazy for it. In 1964, the United States Mint was dealing with a massive coin shortage, one of the most intense in modern history. To solve the crisis, both the Philadelphia and Denver mints were ordered to produce coins around the clock. No special strikes, no proof coins from Denver, just sheer volume. But somewhere in the chaos, something extraordinary happened. A few ultra-rare Jefferson nickels were struck in Denver using a reverse die that should never have left Philadelphia. One made for proof coins only. These weren't meant for circulation, and yet they escaped into the public, becoming one of the most controversial and valuable minting errors of the 20th century. The uniqueness of the 1964 Jefferson nickel with the D mint mark on the reverse lies in its incredible detail and mirror-like surfaces. Normally, 1964 D nickels have a more basic strike, but these rare coins feature deeply struck details on Monticello, clean edges, and a bold, unmistakable D located on the right side of the building. Many experts believe these may have been created during an experimental run or were the result of unauthorized mint activity, and that mystery only adds to the demand. Imagine holding a coin that wasn't just rare, but was never supposed to exist in the first place. Collectors today are in a frenzy trying to locate one of these elusive nickels, and for good reason. Out of over 1.7 billion nickels minted in 1964, only a tiny handful are believed to have this reverse-proof die with the D mint mark. Their extreme rarity makes them nearly impossible to find in the wild, but not totally impossible, because a few have turned up over the years, often in average-looking coin collections or unsorted nickel rolls from decades ago. And when they do surface, collectors line up to pay big money for them. Now let's talk numbers, because this is where things get unbelievable. In August of 2016, a 1964 D Jefferson nickel with these rare reverse features sold at heritage auctions for an astonishing $32,900. That's right, a single 5-cent coin bringing in over $32,900 US. That sale put this variety on the map in a major way, and ever since, its value has only grown as more collectors join the hunt. This isn't just a coin. It's a once-in-a-generation opportunity hiding in a box of old change or a dusty roll that's been sitting forgotten in a drawer. So how can you find one? Start by checking every single 1964 Jefferson nickel you come across, especially if it has the D mint mark on the reverse. Examine the reverse side of the coin closely. The building should have crisp, clean steps on Monticello, and the surface may appear more polished or reflective than usual. Use a coin magnifier to spot full steps. That detail alone can add thousands to the value. And if the coin looks proof-like, do not clean it or touch it with your bare hands. Place it in a soft holder and send it to a professional grading service like NGC or PCGS immediately. Collectors who are serious about scoring one of these hidden gems often buy bulk bags of vintage nickels from coin dealers, auctions, or estate sales. Unsearched rolls from banks or flea markets can also be gold mines. Focus on rolls dated 1964 D and go through them carefully. The proof-like reverse and strong strike will stand out once you know what to look for. And don't be discouraged if you don't find one right away. The thrill of the hunt is part of the magic, And every coin you check brings you closer to that once-in-a-lifetime find. This coin has become a legend not just because of its rarity, but because of what it represents: a mysterious, accidental masterpiece of American minting history. It breaks the rules, defies expectations, and has taken the numismatic world by storm. As more collectors discover its existence, prices are climbing fast, and competition is fierce. Whether you're a seasoned collector or brand new to the hobby, this is one coin you absolutely want to know about, and keep an eye out for. Thanks a million for watching this exciting deep dive into the ultra-rare 1964 Jefferson nickel with the D mint mark on the reverse. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, drop a comment below, and tell us if you've ever searched for this coin or discovered anything amazing in your change. Be sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell, because we're dropping more incredible coin stories, market updates, and treasure hunts that could turn your pocket change into real wealth. Stay curious, keep hunting, and remember, sometimes the biggest treasures come in the smallest coins. Number 2. Did you know there's a 5-cent coin out there from 1975 that could be worth thousands of dollars today? That's right, not a quarter, not a half dollar, but a Jefferson nickel. And if it has a small D under the date and a certain rare flaw, it could be one of the most valuable nickels ever to come out of the Denver Mint. This isn't a rumor or internet myth. This coin has actually been auctioned for real money, shocking collectors and investors alike. And today, we're revealing everything you need to know about the mysterious and ultra-rare 1975 D Jefferson nickel that's taking the coin world by storm. In the mid-1970s, the United States Mint was producing billions of coins every year, feeding the growing demand for pocket change across America. The Jefferson nickel, already a long-running series since 1938, was being struck by the millions in Denver, marked with a D just beneath the year on the obverse side of the coin. But even during a time of high production, mistakes can happen, and it's those mistakes that create legends. While most 1975 D nickels are common, a small number feature dramatic and extremely rare errors that make them ultra-desirable to collectors. One of the most notable and valuable varieties tied to the 1975 D Jefferson nickel includes those with striking anomalies like an off-center strike, a double die obverse, or even a full steps Monticello. A detail on the reverse that shows all 6 steps leading up to the building. Most nickels from this year have weak or blurry steps due to worn dies, so finding one with sharp, full steps, especially in near-mint condition, instantly sets it apart. Some rare examples also display die clashes, where the obverse and reverse dies strike each other without a planchet between them, leaving ghost-like impressions on the coin. These traits are subtle, but once you know what to look for, they leap out like gold in a pan. Demand for these coins is red hot, and climbing by the year. With so few high-grade 1975 D nickels showcasing full steps or verified doubling, collectors are paying a premium to own one. The Jefferson nickel series has grown in popularity because it's accessible. Almost everyone has some in their change, but these rare varieties are what separate beginners from serious numismatists. It's a coin that's both overlooked and overperforming, and those who find them are often stunned by what they're holding. Let's talk about market value, because this is where things really get exciting. A 1975 D Jefferson nickel in MS66 condition with full steps sold at Heritage Auctions for $4,935 in September of 2020. That's nearly $5,000 for a 5-cent coin that many people wouldn't even give a second glance to. Other examples, especially with dramatic off-center strikes or strong doubling, have sold in private sales and auctions for thousands more depending on rarity and demand. And as grading companies like PCGS and NGC continue to recognize these varieties, values are only rising. If you're wondering how to find one, here's what you need to do. Start checking your pocket change, coin jars, and old coin rolls for any 1975 Jefferson nickels with a D mint mark. Once you spot the date and mint mark, flip the coin and examine Monticello closely under magnification. Look for full, sharp steps, 5 or 6 fully separated lines without breaks. If you see that, especially in uncirculated condition with minimal wear, don't let that coin out of your sight. Also, Look for doubling on the lettering or numbers, or unusual spacing between the edges and the design. Those can all indicate a valuable error. Serious collectors often buy sealed rolls or bags of vintage nickels from estate sales, coin shops, or online auctions. If the rolls are labeled 1975D, even better. Use a soft cloth, cotton gloves, and a coin loop to go through them one by one. The rarest finds often hide in the most ordinary places. If you think you've found something special, submit the coin for professional grading right away. Coins graded by PCGS or NGC can skyrocket in value once they're authenticated. What makes the 1975D Jefferson nickel truly exciting is that it proves treasures still exist in everyday money. Unlike high-end gold coins or silver dollars, this is a modern coin that came straight out of circulation, and yet certain examples are worth thousands due to minting errors and condition rarity. It's a modern mystery, a numismatic success story, and a coin that bridges the gap between pocket change and premium collectible. Thanks a lot for watching this in-depth look at one of the most overlooked but potentially valuable nickels in circulation today, the 1975D Jefferson nickel. If you like this video, smash that like button, drop a comment, and tell us if you've ever searched through your change for rare coins. And be sure to subscribe for more videos that reveal hidden treasures hiding in plain sight. This is the kind of information that could literally pay off, and we're just getting started. So keep hunting, stay sharp, and never underestimate the power of a nickel. Number 3. Imagine this. A simple 5-cent coin from 1974 that looks just like any other Jefferson nickel you've seen, but hidden beneath that ordinary appearance lies a treasure worth thousands of dollars. And what if I told you that one key detail, or the lack of one, could mean the difference between pocket change and a life-changing payday? The 1974 Jefferson nickel with no mint mark has shaken collectors, created massive demand, and caused bidding wars at auction houses across the country. If you have old nickels lying around, you could be sitting on a gold mine without even knowing it. The year was 1974, a time of economic uncertainty, rising metal prices, and increased mint production across the United States. The U.S. Mint was busy producing billions of coins for circulation, and the Jefferson nickel was a workhorse of American commerce. Typically, coins struck in Philadelphia had no mint mark, while those from Denver bore a D, and San Francisco coins carried an S. But here's where it gets interesting. Among the billions of nickels struck in Philadelphia, a small number stand out for their exceptional condition, strong strikes, and most importantly, the absence of any mint mark, making them not just ordinary Philadelphia coins, but highly collectible rarities when in premium condition. What sets these 1974 no mint mark nickels apart is their sharp detailing, especially on the reverse side, where Monticello should show well-defined steps and architectural clarity. Look closely at the obverse, the date. 1974 should be bold and clean, with no mint mark beneath it. While this may seem normal for Philadelphia coins, the difference lies in the grade and strike quality. High-grade 1974 nickels without a mint mark, especially those with full steps, meaning 5 or 6 fully visible steps on Monticello, are incredibly rare, and collectors compete fiercely to add them to their collections. Condition is absolutely everything when it comes to this coin. While hundreds of millions were minted, the vast majority have been worn down, scratched, or damaged through years of circulation. Only a tiny fraction have survived in pristine condition, and even fewer show the full steps designation. That's what turns a 5-cent piece into a 4-figure collector's prize. Finding a 1974 Jefferson nickel in MS66 or higher with full steps and no mint mark is like hitting the jackpot in numismatic circles. Let's talk money. And not just any money, we're talking auction house money. One such coin, graded MS66 with full steps, sold at Heritage Auctions in January of 2021 for a jaw-dropping $2,646. That's $2,646 for a coin that most people overlook daily. As demand continues to grow for top-quality Jefferson nickels, collectors are paying top dollar for the best examples, and the 1974 no mint mark nickel is climbing the ranks of value and rarity year after year. So how do you know if you've found one of these rare beauties? First, Look for any 1974 Jefferson nickel with no letter under the date. That's your starting point. Then flip the coin and examine the Monticello building carefully. Are the steps complete and uninterrupted? Are the lines crisp and sharp? If so, you may have a full steps variety, and that dramatically increases your coin's value. Use a 10x magnifying glass or a coin loop to be sure. The difference of one step can mean hundreds of dollars. The hunt begins with checking old change jars, coin rolls from the bank, or even flea markets and estate sales. You'll want to target bulk purchases of circulated coins or unsearched rolls dated 1974. Coin shows and online auction sites often list 1974 nickels, but the hidden gems are still out there, buried in old boxes, forgotten in drawers, or sitting in coin albums that haven't been touched in years. The thrill of discovering one of these coins for yourself is something every collector dreams about. If you're serious about finding this coin, here's what you should do. Keep your eyes on coins dated 1974, especially ones with clean rims, bright luster, and no mint mark. If you find one that looks unusually sharp, set it aside immediately and send it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. A high-grade designation and full steps verification will make your coin exponentially more valuable, and the grading fee could turn into one of the smartest investments you'll ever make. The Jefferson Nickel series is quickly becoming one of the hottest areas in U.S. coin collecting, and the 1974 no mint mark nickel is leading the charge. It's a perfect blend of history, condition rarity, and affordable treasure hunting. Best of all, this isn't a coin locked away in a museum. It's a coin that might be sitting in your house right now, just waiting to be discovered by someone who knows what to look for. Thanks a lot for watching this deep dive into the ultra-rare and valuable 1974 Jefferson nickel with no mint mark. If you learned something new today or feel inspired to check your change, go ahead and hit that like button, drop a comment down below, and tell us what rare coins you're hunting for right now. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications turned on so you never miss another coin treasure video that could change your life. Until next time, happy hunting! And don't underestimate the power of a nickel. Number 4. Hold on tight, because what I'm about to tell you might just make you check every single nickel in your house. Imagine having a 5-cent coin that looks completely normal, until you realize it's worth thousands of dollars because of one tiny mint mark, or a hidden error. Yes, the 1985 Jefferson nickel with a P mint mark has shocked the coin world with ultra-rare varieties and conditions that are now selling for eye-popping prices at major auctions. This isn't just change, it's real money hiding in plain sight. The year was 1985, and while the average American wasn't paying much attention to the coins in their pocket, the U.S. Mint in Philadelphia was busy striking hundreds of millions of Jefferson nickels. These coins carried the P mint mark, indicating they were minted in Philadelphia, a city that had only recently begun using the P mark on nickels starting in 1980. But within that massive production, a small number of coins stood out, coins with extremely sharp detail, minting anomalies, and rare die characteristics that make them not only unique but highly collectible today. What makes the 1985 P Jefferson nickel so special isn't just its age or design, it's the hidden gems among the common coins. The most coveted examples are those that show full steps on Monticello, which means the reverse of the coin displays 5 or 6 fully visible steps leading up to Jefferson's iconic home. This level of detail is extremely rare because of how quickly dies wear down during mass production. When you find a 1985 P with full steps, especially one in uncirculated or mint state, you've found a standout coin that collectors will pay top dollar to own. But it doesn't stop there. Some 1985 P nickels also show dramatic errors, including off-center strikes, double dies, and clash dies, all of which add massive value. A few examples also have unusually strong luster and surface quality, which are signs of an early die state. These details are subtle, but for collectors, they represent rarity, value, and the thrill of owning a mistake that slipped past the U.S. Mint's quality control. And remember, the value isn't just in the age or the mint mark, it's in the condition, strike sharpness, and whether or not those precious steps are intact. When it comes to rarity and collector demand, The 1985p Jefferson nickel has carved out a respected place in the Jefferson nickel series. Most people have never even looked twice at a 1985 nickel, but those who understand the grading system and market trends know that MS66 and MS67 full steps examples are incredibly difficult to find. This coin has become a top target for Jefferson nickel registry sets, which means the few top-graded coins out there are being bought and held by serious investors and collectors, and they're not letting go anytime soon. Let's talk about real-world value, because this coin has already made headlines at major auction houses. One stunning example of a 1985p Jefferson nickel with full steps, graded MS67 by PCGS, sold at Heritage Auctions in March of 2021 for a staggering $1,575. That's $1,575 for a 5-cent coin simply because of how well it was struck and preserved. And prices like these are climbing as fewer high-grade examples remain available to the public. So how do you find one of these valuable coins? Start by checking every 1985 Jefferson nickel with a P mint mark in your collection, your change jar, or even rolls from the bank. Flip the coin over and examine Monticello with a magnifying glass or a 10x coin loop. Look for clean, uninterrupted steps, 5 or 6 lines, clearly visible and not blended together. The coin should also have minimal scratches, no discoloration, and strong luster on both sides. If you spot these traits, don't spend that coin. Protect it and get it certified by NGC or PCGS as soon as possible. Coin collectors and hunters often find their best pieces in unexpected places: coin shows, estate sales, flea markets, and unsearched rolls from banks or auctions. If you're serious about the hunt, grab a few rolls of nickels dated 1985p and go through them one by one. It takes patience, but the reward is real, because if you pull out an MS67 full steps example, you could be holding hundreds or even thousands of dollars in your hand. The 1985p Jefferson nickel is a perfect example of why coin collecting is more alive than ever. It proves that valuable coins don't have to be centuries old or made of precious metals. They just have to be rare, well struck, and properly preserved. This unassuming 5-cent piece has become a modern treasure, and it's only getting harder to find as collectors scoop up every high-grade specimen they can get their hands on. Thanks a lot for watching this exciting deep dive into the ultra-rare and most valuable 1985 Jefferson nickel with a P mint mark. If this video sparked your curiosity, hit that like button, share it with your coin collecting friends, and leave a comment below if you've ever found something special in your pocket change. Be sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell, because we've got more rare coin discoveries coming that you won't want to miss. Until next time, stay sharp, keep hunting, and remember, even a nickel can be priceless. Number 5. What if I told you that a 5-cent coin from 1987, yes, just a regular-looking Jefferson nickel with a small d under the date, could be worth thousands of dollars today? Sounds unbelievable, right? But some of the most ordinary coins are hiding extraordinary secrets. And one rare 1987D Jefferson nickel is quietly shaking up the coin collecting world with sky-high auction results and growing collector demand. So before you spend another nickel, you might want to stop and look a little closer, because this modern coin might just be your ticket to a big payday. Back in 1987, the US Mint was in full production mode, striking coins for daily circulation across America. The Jefferson nickel, already a staple of American pocket change since 1938, was being minted in massive quantities at the Denver Mint, indicated by the D mint mark just beside the year on the obverse. But like every great numismatic story, the magic isn't in the quantity, it's in the quality. And that's exactly where this coin becomes something truly special. Among the hundreds of millions of 1987D nickels, only a tiny number were struck with incredible precision, showing razor-sharp details and stunning surfaces. And that's where the phrase, full steps, becomes very important. On the reverse of every Jefferson nickel is Monticello, Jefferson's historic home, and at the base of that building are a series of steps. Most coins show worn, flat or incomplete lines, but full steps varieties show 5 or 6 clearly defined steps with no breaks, wear, or damage. That tiny detail makes a massive difference in value. Now add to that rarity the possibility of minting errors, such as double dies, off-center strikes, die clashes, or die breaks, and you've got a coin that can explode in value. Some 1987 D nickels have shown die fatigue, which creates unusual strike marks and doubling that make the coin one of a kind. When these flaws appear on a well-preserved nickel with full steps and high luster, collectors go wild, and auction houses take notice. You might be wondering, how rare can it really be? Here's the truth: coins like this in mint state 67 or higher, especially with full steps, are incredibly hard to come by. According to population reports from PCGS and NGC, only a limited number of 1987 D nickels have ever achieved top-grade status. That scarcity creates fierce competition among registry set collectors, who are willing to pay a premium just to add one of these elusive coins to their collection. Let's talk real numbers now, because this is where it gets truly exciting. A 1987 D Jefferson nickel-graded MS-67 with full steps sold at Heritage Auctions for a shocking $1,215 in May of 2022. That's $1,215 for a 5-cent piece that likely came straight out of a pocket or bankroll back in the day. Imagine flipping through your spare change and finding a coin that could pay your next rent or car payment. It's not just possible, it's already happened. So what do you look for when hunting this coin? First, focus on the obverse. Make sure the year reads 1987 and look directly to the right of it for the D Mint mark, which confirms it came from the Denver Mint. Then flip the coin and inspect Monticello on the reverse side using a magnifying glass or 10x loupe. Are the steps at the base of the building sharp and clear? Can you count at least 5 separate steps with no blurring or merging? If yes, you might be holding something very special, especially if the coin shows no major scratches, fingerprints, or discoloration. Your best shot at finding one of these rare coins is through bankrolls, estate sales, coin shows, or even old pocket change collections. Uncirculated rolls of 1987 D nickels are especially valuable for hunting full steps examples, and many dealers don't always search them thoroughly. Buying sealed vintage rolls or bags is a smart move for modern coin collectors who want to stay one step ahead of the market. If you think you've found a winner, don't guess. Send the coin to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Getting it certified with a high grade and full steps designation can instantly boost its value and make it market ready for sale or auction. And if your coin has a visible error or strong eye appeal, you might just see it cross the auction block for a surprising amount of cash. The 1987 D Jefferson nickel is proof that modern coins are not to be ignored. While many collectors chase older silver and gold pieces, others are quietly building valuable portfolios around high-grade modern coins that are rare because of condition, not age. This coin represents that shift, a simple 5-cent piece that now sells for hundreds or even thousands when the stars align. It's real, it's valuable, and it could be hiding in plain sight. Thanks a lot for watching this deep dive into the rare and ultra-valuable 1987 D Jefferson nickel. If this video inspired you to check your change or dig through that old coin jar, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know in the comments if you've found anything rare or exciting lately. Hit the notification bell so you never miss another coin alert, because we're just getting started revealing treasures that could be in your pocket right now. Until next time, keep hunting, stay sharp, and always remember, the most valuable coins are sometimes the ones you least expect.